been about. We're here, we're not going away, we want change, and what I'm saying to you is whether it's climate, fiscal responsibility, more use of public transit, and I'm not afraid to admit to you, like I'm exhausted. To get change is incredibly difficult. So I think you need to think about, perhaps we could have your teachers do a module with you on change management, on how do you get a movement, but how do you get a society that largely, like fear of change is only second behind public speaking. And there's been research that people would rather die than speak in the public. And change is right there with it. Like we're so ingrained in our mindsets around change. So that is, I think, you have to know what you're asking for in terms of the policy. You have to bring balance to the perspectives, and you have to influence decision makers at all levels of government so that you're heard. And unfortunately, right now, in other levels of government, they're actually choosing the tactic to ignore you. And not just you, by the way, don't feel bad, ignore a lot of people. And there's a lot of apathy, and apathy is the killer to progress. And holding on to status quo could not only kill our globe, but it is really a killer. So I take it back to what you're doing. You don't need me to be proud. Like I've heard some commentary. I don't say I'm proud of you in a I guess rhetoric or in a condescending way, but my goodness, the fact that you're here, and I would hope you'd be here even if your teachers were forced to say you're going to get suspended. Because I take it back to fight for what you believe in. And so many people what I see, and again, I'll give you an example. I'm not sure, this is just elements I think of what I think about every day. I can post a picture of my golden retriever named Gus wearing a ball cap, and that gets 600 interactions and 200 comments. And I post a Facebook Live about budgets and really important issues for the future of our city, and it gets 10 comments. Like until that changes, if you're alone, if you're the only ones, and you're not, but you're the only ones, well, I would say actually you probably are in the minority. You probably are, and that's the challenge. So when you're in the minority and you're doing something that you believe in, how do you be heard? And it's consistency, it's tenacity, it's calmness, and when probably an old guy, probably a middle-aged old guy who's rich, says to you, I don't think so. I don't like, I really don't like your science. You say, well, really? Because here's our facts. Here's the information. We want a conversation. I encouraged the first back in April, I think it was, I encouraged you to hold a debate. You should hold a climate debate in this federal election.